Have you ever looked at your dog and thought, something seems off? Dogs can't tell us when they're stressed, but they do show signs, some of which might surprise you. Ignoring these signs can lead to anxiety, destructive behavior, or even health issues. So, today we're going to break down the 10 most common signs of stress in dogs and what you can do to help. And don't forget, if you love learning about dogs, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with other dog lovers. It really helps us out. Now let's get started. Number 1, excessive yawning and licking. Yawning isn't always a sign that your dog is sleepy. It can also be a stress signal. Research from the University of Lincoln found that dogs yawn more frequently when they're anxious or in an uncomfortable situation. This type of yawning is usually exaggerated, longer, and comes with other stress behaviors. Similarly, excessive licking, especially of the lips or nose, can indicate nervousness. If your dog keeps licking their lips, even when there's no food around, they might be feeling anxious. What to do? Try to identify what's making your dog uncomfortable and remove the stressor if possible. If the yawning or licking happens frequently in certain situations like vet visits or meeting strangers, use positive reinforcement to create a more relaxed experience. Ready for the next sign of stress? Number 2, pacing or restlessness. This behavior is especially common in unfamiliar environments or during stressful situations like thunderstorms or fireworks. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that nearly 30% of dogs show pacing behavior when experiencing anxiety. A stressed dog might also have trouble lying down, frequently changing positions or getting up and moving around without a clear reason. Unlike normal excitement or anticipation, stress-related pacing is often repetitive and doesn't stop easily. What to do? Try to redirect your dog's attention with calming techniques like giving them a chew toy or playing soft music. Providing a safe space like a quiet room or a crate with comfortable bedding can also help them feel more secure. Number 3, excessive shedding. If you notice an unusual amount of fur around your home or on your clothes after petting your dog, stress might be the cause. Sudden or excessive shedding is a common physiological response to anxiety. Studies from the American Kennel Club indicate that stress triggers the release of adrenaline, which can cause dogs to shed more than usual, especially in high-stress situations like vet visits or loud environments. Some dogs even develop stress-induced alopecia, a condition where they lose patches of fur due to excessive licking, scratching, or biting. This is often a sign that their anxiety levels are too high and need to be addressed. So, what to do? If your dog is shedding excessively due to stress, try to identify the triggers and create a calmer environment. Regular brushing can help manage shedding and provide a soothing bonding experience. If the hair loss is severe or comes with skin irritation, a vet visit is recommended to rule out medical conditions. Number 4, panting without physical effort. Dogs pant to regulate their body temperature, especially after exercise or on hot days. But if your dog is panting heavily without any physical exertion or high temperatures, it could be a sign of stress. Research from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that stress-induced panting often comes with other anxious behaviors like pacing or excessive yawning. Panting due to stress is usually shallow and rapid, and it may be accompanied by widened eyes or pinned back ears. This is the body's way of trying to cope with increased adrenaline levels. So, what to do? If your dog is panting excessively in a non-stressful environment, first rule out heat or medical issues. If the panting happens during specific situations, like car rides, fireworks, or when left alone, try calming techniques such as gentle petting, soft music, or anxiety-reducing toys. If it persists, consult a veterinarian to rule out underlying health problems. Number 5, avoidance or hiding. If your dog suddenly starts avoiding people, other animals, or certain situations, it could be a sign of stress. Dogs may walk away, turn their head, refuse to make eye contact, or even hide under furniture when they feel overwhelmed. A study from the University of Bristol found that dogs experiencing chronic stress are more likely to seek isolation as a coping mechanism. This behavior is especially common in dogs who are sensitive to loud noises, unfamiliar guests, or chaotic environments. Unlike natural introversion or independence, stress-related avoidance happens suddenly or in response to specific triggers. So what to do? Give your dog space, but also ensure they have a safe zone in your home where they can retreat when feeling anxious. Avoid forcing interaction and instead use positive reinforcement to make stressful situations feel less intimidating. If avoidance becomes frequent or extreme, consult a professional trainer or vet to address the underlying cause. Number 6. Whining or excessive barking. Vocalization is one of the ways dogs communicate their emotions, and stress can make them whine, bark, or even howl more than usual. A study from the University of California, Davis, found that dogs experiencing anxiety often increase their vocalization, especially when left alone or exposed to unfamiliar situations. Whining is usually a sign of frustration or distress, while excessive barking can indicate nervousness or an attempt to alert their owner about something they perceive as a threat. If your dog suddenly becomes more vocal than usual, it could be a response to stress. What to do? First, observe the situations where your dog barks or whines the most. If it happens when you leave the house, it may be a sign of separation anxiety. If it's triggered by loud noises or strangers, desensitization training and calming techniques can help. Avoid reinforcing the behavior by giving in to their whining, but make sure to provide reassurance in a calm, controlled way. Number 7. Changes in appetite. Stress can significantly affect a dog's eating habits. Some dogs lose their appetite completely, while others may start overeating or begging for extra food as a coping mechanism. Research from the Journal of Veterinary Internal Medicine found that stress-related appetite changes in dogs are linked to elevated cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for the body's stress response. A sudden refusal to eat, especially in situations like moving to a new home, being around unfamiliar people or experiencing loud noises, may indicate anxiety. On the other hand, some dogs may start obsessively eating or even chewing on non-food items, a condition known as pica, which can be a sign of emotional distress. What to do? If your dog skips a meal occasionally due to stress, try to keep their feeding routine consistent and avoid pressuring them to eat. Offer food in a quiet, safe space and consider using food puzzles to encourage positive engagement. If the loss of appetite lasts more than a couple of days, consult a vet to rule out medical issues. If your dog is overeating, ensure they are getting enough mental and physical stimulation to prevent stress-eating behaviors. Number 8. Tail position and body language changes. A dog's tail is a key indicator of their emotions. While a wagging tail is often associated with happiness, a stiff, low, or tucked tail can be a sign of stress. According to a study from the University of Helsinki, dogs experiencing anxiety frequently change their tail position, keeping it lowered or tucked between their legs as a defensive response. Other body language signals of stress include tense muscles, pinned back ears, wide eyes, often showing the whites, known as whale eye, and a lowered head posture. These are signs that your dog is feeling uncomfortable or insecure. What to do? Pay close attention to your dog's overall body language, not just their tail. If you notice these signs, try to remove or reduce the stressor and create a calm environment. Avoid forcing interactions and allow your dog to approach situations at their own pace. Consistently rewarding relaxed behavior can also help them feel more secure in stressful situations. Number 9. Destructive behavior. If your dog is suddenly chewing furniture, scratching doors, digging excessively, or shredding household items, stress could be the cause. While boredom can also lead to destructive behavior, stress-induced destruction is often linked to anxiety, frustration, or a lack of a proper outlet for nervous energy. A study published in the Journal of Applied Animal Welfare Science found that dogs with separation anxiety are significantly more likely to engage in destructive behavior, especially within the first 30 minutes after their owner leaves. This happens because stress triggers a surge of adrenaline, which can make dogs act out as a way to relieve tension. What to do? Make sure your dog is getting enough physical exercise and mental stimulation. Interactive toys, puzzle feeders, and chew toys can help redirect their nervous energy in a positive way. If destruction happens specifically when you leave, your dog may be struggling with separation anxiety, which might require gradual training or professional help. Number 10. Excessive grooming or paw licking. If your dog is constantly licking their paws, biting their legs, or excessively grooming themselves, it could be a sign of stress. While occasional licking is normal, compulsive grooming can indicate anxiety or even an underlying medical issue. A study from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that stress-induced licking and chewing behaviors in dogs are linked to increased cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for the body's stress response. In severe cases, this can lead to lick granulomas, painful sores caused by repetitive licking in the same area. What to do? First, rule out any medical causes such as allergies or skin infections by consulting a vet. If stress is the cause, Try to identify and minimize triggers, provide more physical and mental enrichment, and use calming techniques like massage or pheromone diffusers to help your dog relax. Stress in dogs is often overlooked, but recognizing these signs early can make a huge difference in their well-being. From excessive yawning and licking to destructive behavior and changes in appetite, every dog reacts to stress differently. Ignoring these signals can lead to chronic anxiety, behavioral issues, or even long-term health problems. If you notice any of these signs in your dog, take the time to understand what might be causing the stress. Small changes, like providing a safe space, maintaining a consistent routine, and using positive reinforcement, can go a long way in helping your dog feel more secure. And if the stress becomes severe or persistent, consulting a veterinarian or professional trainer is the best step forward. Now that you know how to identify stress in dogs, have you ever wondered why your pup seems to have a special bond with you? In our next video, we'll uncover why dogs choose you as their favorite person. It's surprising. Don't miss it.